Good morning, traders. Manny Cabrera here from MDC Trading Academy with today's pre-market forecast for Wednesday, December the 1st. Let's jump to our news items for this morning as we continue to plow through a week full of economic reporting, including today as we continue to hear from Fed Chairman Powell at 10 a.m. We have some ISM manufacturing. We have the Janet Yellen speaking, our new Secretary of Treasury speaking. Another full day of information that may impact your trading, including 10:30. We have crude oil inventories, and inventories, crude prices are up 4% this morning. So we'll see what impact that has potentially in the market today. So keep your eyes open for these types of economic reports that are impactful, particularly within our time frames of trading. Let's quickly jump to our analysis as the market continues to look for strong support in areas that we have previously encountered. Here we find a price level right between 45, 41, and 28, right around that area there, which was a previous resistance turned support. Markets returning back to these areas on super high volume. I mean, yesterday was a benchmark for the year, almost a year, at almost 2.6 million contracts. So the volatility is actually, logically increasing as volume increases. This is from this particular run here, which began back in October till today, December 1st, we have exactly a 38% retracement from the all-time high, which is not a bad move from the all-time high, which was set on the 22nd of November, from October 1st to November 22nd. That run, we have a 38% retracement. That's a very healthy retracement. Can we move lower? Absolutely. This trend line is still holding our market up. Let me get rid of this here a second to see if I can show that a little bit more clearly. This trend line here is holding the market quite nicely. What are our next support and resistance levels if the market breaks below there? We're talking about our 50 SMA and our 80 SMA. That's our next level of support. And of course, the dreaded 200 SMA right below us at this particular level here. So we have a lot of places where the market can potentially run to. There's a lot of economic news out there. There's a lot of stuff happening with this new OMICRON and so on and so forth. All the market is doing is pretty much reacting to that. All of the reaction of that stuff, you can see it here. Remember, as technical traders, we always believe that technically these things are already discounted. In other words, this is already built into the play. So this is the reaction of OMICRON so far. Now, can it get worse? Potentially. But as it stands right now, it looks like the market is holding good support here, good bars with good movement. Just have to be very careful in placing your stops as we have huge ranges. Make sure that you hide your stop between key areas. Let's look a little deeper behind these numbers as we study this time frame here. Remember, here is our all-time high. If you notice, lower low, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower lows, lower lows. It's kind of like a trend line, this channel to the downside with sideways movements at the same time, which is kind of an oxymoron. You have a downtrending channel with sideways movement, but that's exactly what's happening here. As you can see, here we go. We hit a bottom, kind of skid for a little while, then we move lower, and it's within the channel. It almost looks something like this if we omit some of these pivots and we kind of do something like this. You can actually see the channel. We do have a few overruns here and there, overrun here, overrun there, but essentially we're moving down and sideways at the same time, which is very so what's happening in the market right now? Again, retesting these previous support areas and resistance areas. Here we go. So resistance, market breaks through, comes back, holds support, is heading to the upside, right back to this area here. We have a little confluence between the top of this channel, this potential area up here. So that's what the market is doing. The market's just oscillating between these two areas, just continually going back and forth between these two areas. Occasionally breaks out, but that's what we're seeing right now. Is the market going to remain this way? How long is it going to remain this way? It's no one can know. And the fact is, you don't really have to know. You just have to make sure you understand the movement that's happening in front of you immediately and make decisions based on that. Okay, let's look a little bit deeper behind this numbers to our trade chart here. And as we get here, again, here's the intraday high of yesterday, the intraday low of here yesterday, market bottoming out late in the afternoon to try to make a run there, kind of fell short, and then it just took off in the pre-market. As you can see, huge retracements, huge runs, retracements, huge runs, and retracements. Right now, we're finding ourselves kind of suspended in mid-air in this particular level here. And which way is the market going to go? Well, potentially to the upside to retest the all-time this intraday high, or it has a lot of room between this particular support level here and this trend line that's just coming off the close of yesterday's activity. So that's where the market is moving. Of course, at any break below, there might see a huge acceleration to the downside, which would be the best play of the day. But keep your eyes open, keep your options open, and like I said, make sure you place your stops first. Have a great session. Let me know what you think.